Luke, John, Acts, and Romans. 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. And now it's 1st Timothy, then it's 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, and Hebrews, James. And now it's 1st Peter, and then it's 2nd Peter, 1st John, 2nd John, 3rd John, Jude. Revelation. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books of the Bible. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books. It's a letter from God that sets everyone free, a gift for you, for me. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books of the Bible. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Alrighty, hello Desert Breeze kids and families. I hope this online lesson finds you well. We are in week 2 of our help series, going through the book of Exodus. Now, in today, our big idea is God helps us in our weakness. God helps us in our weakness. And our Bible story today tells us about when Moses has grown up. Now, what you need to know is that he had ran away from Egypt when he got older, but God was going to have a kind of a talking with him through a burning bush. That's right, a burning bush. Talk about getting your attention. It said in Exodus chapter 3, verses 1 through 2, Now Moses was keeping the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, and he led his flock to the west side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. He looked, and behold, the bush was burning, yet it was not consumed. Man, well, God talked to Moses to go back to his people, but Moses felt weak and scared. Let's jump in a little bit more into today to see in depth what happened with this encounter between Moses and God. And remember, this story can be found in Exodus chapter 3 and chapter 4. So let's roll that clip and watch our Bible story for today.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Moses. This is Moses.
Hey-o.
Moses was an Israelite boy born in Egypt in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
The Israelites were slaves to the Egyptians. But God had a special plan for Moses,
Oh, eh?
and he spent his childhood in the palace of the Pharaoh. You see, when Moses grew up, he made a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Pharaoh found out what Moses had done, and he tried to have Moses killed.
Ah!
So Moses ran away from Egypt. He stopped in the land of Midian, and 7 sisters came to the well to give water to their father's flock. Some shepherds came to drive them away,
Hey, you.
but Moses stood up for the women.
Hey.
Now these sisters were the daughters of the Midianite priest named Jethro. When Jethro heard what Moses did for his daughters, he sent for Moses. So Moses came to live among the Midianites, and he married Zipporah, one of Jethro's daughters.
Huh?
Meanwhile, back in Egypt, the old Pharaoh died, but he was replaced by a new Pharaoh who continued to treat the Israelites poorly.
Oh, man.
The Israelites cried out to God because of the terrible things that the Pharaoh made them do. God heard these people and knew it was time to act. One day, Moses was tending Jethro's flock when an angel of the Lord appeared to Moses through a burning bush that would not burn up.
Whoa.
Moses stopped to look at the bush and he heard the voice of God say, "Moses, Moses."
Hello?
God then told Moses how sad he was because of the suffering of his people. He told Moses that he wanted to do something about it, and he wanted Moses to be the one to do it.
Oh, me?
But Moses did not think he was the right person to go. God said, "I will be with you."
Morning.
But Moses said that he wouldn't know the right thing to say to the people. So God said to tell the people that God himself had sent him and promised Moses that his plan would be fulfilled through Moses. But Moses still said to God that he did not think the people would believe him. So God said, "What is that in your hand?"
Oh, me?
Moses said, "A staff." God told Moses to throw it on the ground.
Wow, okay.
Then God told Moses to catch it. God showed Moses another sign
Huh? Phew.
and told him to show these signs to the people if they did not believe what he said. Moses still didn't think he would have the right words to say, but God said that he himself was the one who made a man's mouth and gave him the ability to speak, so there was no need to worry. Yet even after all this, Moses said, "God, please send someone else." Then God got mad at Moses
Oops.
and said that he would send Moses' brother Aaron to speak for Moses. So Moses went back to his father-in-law and told him that he needed to go back to Egypt. Moses and his family started their journey back to Egypt, and Moses carried the staff of God in his hand, for this staff would be the tool God would use to demonstrate his awesome power to the Israelites and to the Egyptians.
Moses talking to a burning bush? That's crazy. And even crazier, it was God who was talking to him through the bush. But here's the thing is sometimes God wants to get our attention because he wants to use us. But how many times maybe do we say well, I'm too small, or maybe I can't do it because of this. But here's the cool thing with our big idea for today is God helps us in our weakness. God helps us in our weakness. Now, what I want us to do for this week is I want you to print off the coloring page. It'll be found in this week's lesson. You'll see it in the link below as well. Just the coloring page of the burning bush, and color it in. Put it somewhere on your refrigerator, on your in your bathroom, wherever it may be, as a reminder that God can help us in our weaknesses. So that's going to be the challenge for this week. Now, let's check in with Carl and see how he's doing with the big idea and our Bible story for today.
Hey everybody! So excited to hang out with you little chicken nuggets today. We're doing something extra special. I'm going to show you some of my favorite exercises that have led me to having this Olympic figure. I'm strong. So let's stand up and get moving. First is a Samsonite. We're going to pull in those pillars and crush those Philistines. Short hair? Ha! Don't care. Pull the pillars down. All right, now we're going to do load the ark. Know how to big ark? And a lot of animals to fill it. Let's swing those arms. Come on, get those animals. Here we go. Let's go. Next one. This one's called a lot of salt. This is a stop and go motion, so try to keep up. So we're going to run in place. Quick, quick, quick. Stop. Turn around. Pause. Freeze. Do it again. Run, 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 run. Quick, 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 quick. Stop. Turn around. Freeze. The next exercise we're doing is called the Moses. Ready? Let's go. You're gonna take off your sandals, throw them away, and don't touch the fire. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's hot. It's hot. Don't touch the fire. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Oh, someone's calling. Who could that be? TJ!
Carl,
Y'all remember TJ? How's it going?
pretty good, man. Just calling to check up on you, see how you're doing. Are you sweating?
Whew. Yeah, we're actually in the middle of a workout.
Workout, huh? Okay. Carl, you look exhausted. You good, buddy?
Yeah, I am. I usually only run if chickens are chasing me.
Okay. Carl, maybe get some water. It looks like you might be overdoing it.
No, I'll be okay. It's really hot.
I don't know, Carl. It looks like you might... Carl? Carl?
The fish are fighting back!
Carly, are you okay?
Oh, I think so. Oh, I feel weird though.
Bruh, I think you overworked yourself. Your body's just a little weak, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Oh no, my body is shutting down.
No. That's not what I meant.
I heard you, TJ. I'm weak. I'm failing. I'm doomed.
Carl, no, man, it's okay. Like, people's body gets worn out all the time. It doesn't mean that you're doomed.
What about God though?
What do you mean?
Well, I've been reading the Bible a lot lately, and God gives a lot of people big jobs. And if I'm weak, I won't be able to handle it.
Listen, Carl, I don't think you'll have a problem.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Nah, I think you're good. I mean, if God can use Moses in his weakest moments, I'm pretty sure he can use you too.
Really? What makes you say that?
Well, think about the time that Moses saw God at the burning bush.
Yeah, the bush was on fire, but the fire wasn't going out. God was speaking through it, right?
Yep, God speaks to us through many ways, but this time it was through a burning bush.
That's so cool.
It really was. So God told Moses to take off his sandals, and he began to tell Moses a plan.
A plan just for Moses? That's awesome.
Basically, bruh. So God saw the Israelites suffering in Egypt, and the person who would help them would be...
Moses?
You are exactly right, man. But Moses didn't see himself as a helper. Moses felt nervous, and he didn't see himself as the person for the job.
But God is asking him to do it. And if God is calling us to help others, we should listen, right? Even if we're nervous or weak.
Absolutely. So God assured Moses that the people of Egypt would know God sent him, and that Moses would have proof of it.
That is so cool. So did Moses listen?
He did. He knew God was telling the truth, and he knew that God would help him follow the plan to help free the Israelites.
Well, I feel great knowing that.
Why?
Well, Moses was feeling weak, but God gave him the confidence and direction he needed to go out and do what he needed to do. How cool is it that God helps us in our weakness?
Right? And how much more cool is it that you said our big idea? Today, our big idea is God helps us in our weakness.
So we're going to say it out loud and on the count of 3. 1,
2,
3. God helps us in our weakness. God sure does. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, our big idea for today is God helps us in our weakness. Now, our monthly verse is this, so let's jump into that. Psalms 121, verse 2. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Psalms 121, verse 2. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. All right, Desert Breeze kids and families, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for next week, same time, same place. And in the meantime, feel free to check out any events we have coming up this month at dbkids.org/events. Hope you guys have a good one.